All right, well, what's going on in your mouth can tell you a lot more than you think about your overall wellness. In today's Jewell's Gems, we welcome wellness expert Audree Lee back to share some insight on the connection between oral care and our bodies. Audree, thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so always good to have you here. All right, so I've heard the saying that your mouth is the window to your entire body. Do you agree with that? And if so, why do you say?
It is because we eat with our mouth, which sends the signals to our stomach, which sends the signals to our cells. But we don't think anything about the mouth because we just have teeth and nobody's really explained it. But really, if you don't have good teeth or a good mouth environment, it could cause some severe things.
All right, so can you go into a little more detail about how our dental health can affect our overall health, from our heart to our immune system? All the things.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that when things happen in the mouth, like my gums are bleeding, I got a toothache, or you have to have them clean, that's important to do, but they connect to every organ. There's a chart, just like there is one for chiropractors, that actually communicates to the body. Every tooth is connected to an organ inside the body, and it's communicating to your cells, but you're not getting the signals because you've never been taught.
Wow, okay, all right. And I'm just curious, so say for instance, someone is having an issue, that doesn't appear that it's connected to your mouth. What are some warning signs that would make someone say, okay, perhaps I need to go to a dentist and have my oral health checked out?
The one thing that people don't know, there's different types of dentists. A biological dentist is different than a regular dentist. And so that's how my husband had an issue. Started off with a nosebleed, uncontrollable nosebleed that we didn't know where it came from. And we went to him, and they do a CT scan of the whole mouth, which is connected to the brain. The head and mouth are connected. People don't think about that. But the signals were being sent, but he didn't know what they were. And when he saw the entrance of a sinus infection from a tooth that was causing the nose to bleed because of the pressure, causing his elevated high blood pressure, and now, of course, could have caused, as he told us, a heart attack, a stroke, or he wouldn't be here. He did have a stroke as a result of that, of a 30-year situation from a root canal that went bad.
Oh, goodness.
And nobody would have found it if it wasn't a biological dentist.
So explain that. I've never, this is the first time that I have ever heard of, you hear of, oral surgeons and folks that practice different types of dentistry, but I've never heard of a biological dentist. What is?
A biological dentist is kind of like a holistic doctor, if you will, a naturopath. And what they do is they look at the body differently and use different things to, of course, evaluate what's really going on. And I remember my doctor, his name is Dr. Samit Berry. He too, I remember from class, because he teaches in some of our classes, teaching us what to be looking for when it comes to your mouth. He says, when your teeth are bleeding, you don't want that to be a situation, because if you cut yourself, you don't just let yourself bleed, but we let our teeth bleed forever. And we just hope that it just goes away. It's telling us something, and we have to know the signs and the signals. So if you have high blood pressure, I don't know, I would always tell anybody I work with, please check your teeth too, because if you're eating things that cause infections, if you're eating the wrong foods and the body doesn't get the right signals, that can also be an issue. We have to pay attention that everything is connected and the body is always listening, waiting for us to help it.
Okay, and what, aside from perhaps bleeding in the gums, what other signals and signs would you say people should watch out for?
High blood pressure. It's also been connected to types of cancer. Sometimes women may not realize that the same side of the breast that has the cancer, there could be a tooth infected that they would not know to check because the doctors don't communicate to one another. On a holistic side, we do. I'm working on this. I'm connected to a functional biologist or a neurologist. And that's how we continue to keep things moving in the direction of healing. But in the medical side, they're designed to practice in their specialty areas, and nobody's really communicating like they should. If they did, I think we'd have a better outcome.
And I want to make sure I heard you correctly. Did you say every tooth is connected to a different organ in the body?
There's a biological chart. There's a chart that talks about the different teeth and what tooth it is connected to. And when you see that, you want to look at your teeth, and to also that sign could be telling you there's something wrong in an organ, but you don't know that because who goes to the dentist and say, oh, check my teeth so I can see what's going on. But we need to, just as an addition to whatever else we're doing when something's going wrong and they can't find out what it is.
Okay. And could that be connected to, overweight, people with obesity as well?
Overweight, high blood pressure, strokes, a lot of strokes these days, depression even, mental issues. I tell people everything that the body experiences, the teeth know about it. And so we need to make sure that we check it.
All right.
For that beautiful smile.
Yeah, absolutely. Always just a plethora of amazing information. Thank you so much, Audrey. We appreciate you being here. All right, so Audree Lee is hosting a Zoom class. Is it tonight, Audrey?
It's tonight.
Okay, at 7 p.m. about what's going on with my mouth. More information is on your screen. You can also find out more information at her website, audreeleehealth.com, and she is also on social media. If you have any ideas for Jewell's Gems, you can email me at jhillary@wgntv.com.